Hey guys, it is Tanya. Today is release day and I'm really excited, so let's get to it. I have the digital collections, the digital paper collections that we're going to go through first. So with the digital paper collections, I wanted to tell you guys that each one of them comes with four PDFs, but there is a zip file that contains all the images as JPEG, okay? Just so you know, okay? Also, there is a 40% off going on my Etsy, on my store, right? And it's to June 20th. It is, you have to have a minimum of $5 in your cart for the coupon to be applied, okay? All right, here we go. So the first one is itinerary. It is 24 pages, and it is kind of like, more so like a travel theme, not postal, but more travel than postal, okay? There are postal elements, but I think it would go good with a postal, you know, or travel, or whatever you want to use it for. It gives you that, you know, vintage vibe that I love so much. So these are just some collage pages. This one is my favorite, probably because green is my favorite color, right? So I'm trying to go through them really quickly. So you guys can see, but I like to go through them with you all so you guys can see what they look like printed out, because sometimes on Etsy when you see it you're like, I don't know if that's gonna look right, but once you print it out, or you see somebody using them, then you're like, oh, that's pretty paper, right? So these are really pretty. Okay, so that is itinerary, okay, with 24 sheets. Then we are going to go, hold on, let me move these over like this way. Okay, so then we're going to do vignette, and vignette has 36 sheets, okay? It has 36 images, okay? So all this is just some vintage backgrounds that I absolutely love. We have a lot of photography cards in here, but I think they're really pretty. And we also have some look at that, vintage paper. We also have a lot of vintage cards and things like that. Also, some almanacs. There's some almanacs in here as well. So, but I think if you printed these out on a page, like 2 to a page, I think these would be really cool to work with if you don't want to do the whole page, right? But the whole page are just pretty, right? So these are gorgeous. Look at that. And then we have like these are more like a these are just same things, but they're just not in the same orientation. They're not a full page. So I was thinking that you can use these as book covers, right? If you shrunk them down, they would make really nice book covers. What do you guys think? I think so. Love that. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, that is vignette. That is 36 sheets, right? So you're getting quite a few, right? Okay, and then we're gonna go with, these are more, this one is, this is vintage, but it's just a little, it has pink and teal, right? Or mauve, pink and teal. So this is called Blush and Blue, and it is 34 pages, okay? I think they are beautiful. Kind of reminds me of vintage wallpaper. And then I also included, in this pack, I also included, I also included the background, some backgrounds so that you can print it on the back if you wanted to do double-sided, right? And then you have some postcards like this, and then that's where my printer was messing up. But anyway, just beautiful images. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. That's gorgeous. I love it. And then our next project that we're going to be working on, which will be coming on Friday, we're going to be using this collection. Look at that. Just beautiful. Beautiful, y'all. I'm so excited with how my digitals turned out. I really am. They're just gorgeous. They turned out really pretty. And I love that. Right? Look at that. Love that. Love that. Okay. 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 I'm going through. Guys, there's a lot of pages. So, I think this one is one of my favorites. Right? And then I love how you have the countryside, right? So that's pretty, right? Just really, really pretty. Okay. and that is Blush and Blue, right? That is 34 pages. And then we have the last one, which is Paris in Teal. Now, I do have a Paris in pink, but this one is more contemporary. I want to say this one is a little bit more contemporary, and this one is pretty too. Look at that. Just gorgeous, guys, just gorgeous. I have so many other papers that I want to share with you all too, but I didn't have time. So I have to wait to put them all together to release, guys. I just didn't have time to do it right now. But yeah, so this one is so pretty. Look at that, y'all. Just gorgeous, just gorgeous. So this one comes with just envelopes and some tags. And then we have some more beautiful background pages like this, right? Just pretty, right? And that is that. So that is all the digitals, all the digital paper collections, right? Now we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. I'm really excited about this. So, okay, guys, you remember I made this, right? I will link the video. And this was the prototype for this, right? Right? Remember? Okay. I'll make sure I link the video. So, had quite a few people ask me if, upside down, had quite a few people ask me if I could make a template to sell. And I did. Okay, guys, so this is the Prelude. This is my first printable journal, okay? The journal roughly measures 5 by 7. And I'm going to walk you through this setup first, the workbook first, and then, or my guidebook, and then we're going to go through the prototypes that I made, okay? Really quickly, I did not, I want you guys to know that I did get permission from my girl, Genevieve, to use her workbook idea, okay? There's no other way to do a printable template, and you have a lot of parts without doing something like this, okay? She is the GOAT. She does it best. So there was no way to improve on it, so I had to do it this way, okay? What I used to make this is some binder rings. I used Tack It Over, and I used a paintbrush, okay? So what I did was I printed the guide out twice, right? And I used these sheet protectors. I put one in the sheet protector. Once I put it in there, I cut it out. Well, once I put it in there, the other one I cut out, painted some of my Tack It Over again, and laid it on top. So you'll see what I'm talking about when I open up the guide, okay? So it is, the actual template is 30 pages. So this is thick because I have included my mats in here, okay? So when you flip it over, you have some instructions and things like that right here. Put all the instructions on to my template, okay? I thought it would be easier that way for you all. So we have the front cover. This is what I'm talking about, see? And it did like that. Easy peasy, right? And then we have back cover. Then we have 3 different spines for you all. And then this one I'm really excited about, because this one will help if you have trouble doing your spine and making the correct distance between there. I think this one is going to really help you guys. So I can't wait to show you how to use this. And then we have a base page. On this one, mine's a little bit different. I have 2 base pages on mine, but in the template is only 1, okay? So you're not missing anything. I just didn't feel like going back and cutting it, okay? So this is base page. And then the ones that attach on, they have a hinge so that you're able to attach it, right? And then, you know, we have the pockets and the belly bands and the another hinge page, right? And then we have the two-sided hinge page, which I feel like can be used as an accordion page, right? So I love that. Then we have the full pocket page. Then you can cut the tabs off wherever you seem fit. Then we have, of course, pockets, you know, that goes on there. So mine is going to be used as a trace. I usually do not print on my pattern paper, only because I have to see it, so I will pull out my pattern paper and trace it, have it in my mind. I work better like that. Okay, so mine will just be used as trace. Okay, so we have the half pocket, and I included some tags too. And we have a top loading pocket. We have a top flap. You can use it for top and bottom. Mine just has an extra one printed on there. Then we have the short pages, which, you know, flip out like this, you know, or you can flip them out like that, depending on how you want to do it, right? So that's that. Then we have the short pocket page. We have some more tags. Long, narrow, short. I'm going to show you guys all of these in the prototype. So then we have the long pocket, short pocket, and then this is the floating pocket, and these go inside there, you know, like this. See? They go in there like that. Cute. And then this one, if you didn't want that, you can use this one as that, right? So we have the short one, and then we have a longer one, right? And then this is just some tags, right? Then we have the longer page. Same setup, just longer, okay? Then we have the doors and some more. So this is an envelope. This is the envelope add-on, right? So this right here is the top for the envelope, like that, right? And then we have another envelope. We have the shorter envelope. This is the top for it. And then this one can go up here so we can stack it on so we can make a double envelope. And so we have some more. Then we have some short pockets, right? And then these right here go on to here like this so that you can make, like they go like this, right? So that you can make the pocket into a standalone envelope if you wanted to. Right? I made everything square so that you can use your corner punchers or whatever. Your what is this? The page? No. The corner punchers, and what is the other thing, guys? The decorative punches. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, then we have our triangle pocket. Then we have the envelopes that come with it, and then we just have some tags, right? And then we have this piece right here is the same as this. It's a vintage background. I just included it just in case you wanted to print the vintage background as your design, okay? So that you can use it and back everything with this, okay? And then we have the mats, and these mats cover, you know, all the busy elements, right? Yeah. And I'm glad I included that. At first I didn't. At first I didn't put the mats in there, but then when I got to making my actual journal, I was like, we need to put that in there. Okay, so that's what took me too long. Okay, so let's go through templates. Okay, so this one I printed out just on 110-pound cardstock, right? And it is using the 1.5 spine. And this is what I was talking about. You see how you make that little crease right there? Like that, and it gives you the space you need between your bindings so you won't have an alligator mouth. Love that, right? And so we just have some elements that are in the template that I use. So just the triangle pocket, we have the doors, we have the short pocket page. Of course, you know, when you print yours out, you're going to be printing out on the blank vintage, not this vintage with the guide on there, right? So, and then we have the narrow one right here, and then it flips over like this, and then we have a pocket right there, and then I believe is a page pocket back there. Okay, so that's that. And then we have another one just like this. This flips out like this, another envelope right here, and then this flips like this, and then there's another pocket, right? So that is that. Goes like that. And then we have this one. This is the one that you have been seeing. I used itinerary to decorate it. I think it turned out really well. What do you guys think? Right? And this is made out of chipboard, right? And this is what it looks like. So it is not all the way finished, but it is finished enough to give you guys an idea. Okay? This is a pocket, just some pages. This is a short pocket page, like I showed you all in there. Hold on, let me open it for you so you guys can see it, right? And then you have your little pocket right here, and then you have your other pocket right here, see? Okay. And then it's just paper clipped on. And then we have the triangle pocket. We have the short, narrow page. We have the tag in there, and then just pretty page right here. Okay. Yeah, that's how I did. This right here is made just with a piece of my itinerary paper. I just folded it over and made a little notebook. So then we have the pockets right here. These are the short universal envelope pockets. This is the big envelope pocket. This is just a page. And we have that short envelope right here, there. And then we have another pocket, and we just have a blank page, right? Guys, I'm so excited about it. I know I did the bare minimum right here because I wanted to make the big things with you all, right? I wanted to make the elaborate one with you all. So, but I wanted to give you guys a sneak peek of what we're going to be doing, okay? So, in our next video, we are going to be making a trapper keeper. I know, everybody's already made one. I know. But we are going to be making one using this template, and I'm so excited about it. Okay, I've already tried to do some stuff with it. So you guys, we're going to need some laminator sheets. I'm going to show you what we're going to need. We're going to need laminator sheets. I am going to be using the new digital paper, Blush and Blue. I'm going to be using this one, right? I have even gotten myself some Velcro that matches, right? I got these clips right here, and they're going to go in the back of the Trapper Keeper, right? I got these. I will link this down below too, so you guys can get it just in case you guys want to work with me on it. And I got this, right? So I got all this stuff from Amazon. I will definitely link it so you guys can check it out, right? And I tried to get them that match. I tried to, y'all. I wanted it gold, but they didn't have these in gold. So, but it's okay. So that is what we'll be doing. This video right here for the Trapper Keeper will be releasing on Saturday. So I'm really excited about that. I hope you guys take advantage of the sale. I hope you guys are excited as I am. I'm just excited that I even did it, y'all. I am. And I know you're like, Tanya, it's just a printable template, but it's my first one. And I'm really excited. I know you guys can tell that, right? You guys can tell that. So I hope you guys take advantage of the sale. And I hope you guys come along with me and make your own Trapper Keeper. I will link the videos in the next video of where I found the ideas for it. And yeah, guys, the Prelude. I'm so excited. God bless. Bye.